Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, got a video by Colin Cowherd, man. This is, he's handing out his super laxatives, and I don't know what that is. What I do know is it sounds like a lot like what I took when I went clubbing out in Cali, man. Or, wait. Had a California club sandwich, like turkey, ham, lettuce. Whole lot of guacamole, man. That Walmart bathroom was never the same. Thank God it's not you break it, you buy it when it's up in there. But yes, for the NBA playoffs. So I think it's like awards, like based off of the playoffs, which is cool. Don't feel like they really do that, do they? So he's yucking it up over here, man. Let's check this out.
That's awesome. All right, so we're
going to
do NBA
My joke,
superlatives.
right?
Best, worst, most surprising in the playoffs. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Which team has been the biggest disappointment? The
Nets, Suns, Jazz, 76ers. I'm sorry, but when you have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, you get swept in the first round. That's disappointing. Like, it's one thing to lose. But you got swept. I'm sorry. Only one team can win the playoffs, though. Like, so it's like getting eliminated doesn't really bother me, but the Nets got swept, man.
Nets, the Suns, Jazz, or 76ers?
The Suns.
Think so? Yeah, that's
they
fair.
were the number one seed. They won eight
Seeding's artificial.
more games than every other team.
Oh, we having some
but
connection
the hole in
issues.
their
What?
game was they weren't a great three-point shooting team. We acknowledge that. And in the playoffs, sometimes you have to play from behind, which they didn't a lot in the regular season.
What do you mean by that?
And Chris Paul in Game 7 did not make a basket until the Suns were down by 40. So,
Yeah, that's
I love
true.
Chris and I love the Suns, but that was the worst Game 7 home performance I've ever seen.
Plus, wasn't that? Yeah, that was against Phoenix that Luka missed like a few games too. Yes, that's true.
my life.
Meltdown.
I can't think of a second one.
No. Which team has the best duo or couple?
Tatum and Brown, Butler and Bam, Steph and Clay, Luka and Reggie. Oh, wow, I got the squishy Spider-Man water ball thing, man. Or Luka and Reggie Bullocks. Bullocks, or everybody else, I guess I should say. Well, for one, that's not Brown. So, I'll probably say Tatum and Brown though.
Tatum
I guess.
And Brown,
I
Butler
go with
and
Tatum
Bam,
and Brown.
Steph and Clay. And
No
Luka
disrespect to
and
Steph and
anyone
Clay,
else in
but-
the Mavericks.
Well, Stephen Clay, to me, led all the players so far in three-pointers. That's the game.
Yeah, that was my other answer. Like,
There's just something I suggested this to an NBA person about a month ago. Could you trade Klay Thompson? And his opinion was that would make Steph very unhappy. These guys are joined.
but would it make the Warriors a bad team though?
I mean, it's very, very. I mean, if
Jordan
I
Poole's a
said
bigger role?
Jimmy Butler left Bam Adebayo, you'd be like, all right. Like, you just can't see breaking these two up. They are joined at the hip.
Whose injury changed the postseason the most? Chris
Middleton, Joel Embiid, Ja Morant. I'd probably go with Joel Embiid if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, it was against the Heat where he missed like the first few games. And wait, do I got that right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a bracket pulled up over here. I'm just making sure it looked weird. It said 4-1 Philly over Miami, but that was just the seeding. Okay, yeah. So no, I would probably go with Joel Embiid though. I just feel like his presence and just like that additional pressure it put on James Harden, who really isn't that guy anymore, according to this postseason at least. I'll probably go with that.
Middleton, Joel Embiid, or Ja Morant?
I think it's Chris Middleton. I mean, I've never
Really?
loved him, although I thought he had a really good playoff last year. But they're a 500 team without him, and they average
What are the Sixers without Embiid though?
almost 10 points a game less without him. So in the end,
I mean, it was an
he's a
MVP
killer,
running.
but
not playing.
They don't have a lot of elite perimeter shooters. Drew Holiday is more known for his defense. Giannis, early in his career, more defense. Middleton's their three-point shooter.
Which star player is most likely to break up with their team? Harden and the Sixers.
All of them. I can see a place for all of them to leave. I think Harden accepts that player option. He ain't going to see that money again. He's not. He's going to accept that. Kyrie, I believe, I don't know if he has an option or not, but I think would require a trade, right? Donovan Mitchell seems fed up with Utah. But I see them getting rid of Rudy first. I feel like the Jazz would take a chance trying to get rid of Rudy first before Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna go with Kyrie.
Sixers, Kyrie Irving and the Nets, or Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz?
Kyrie?
Well, I think Donovan Mitchell because you can get something for him.
Yeah.
And with Kyrie and Harden, I think you're limited on what you get in return, and you want to make that work.
I don't think with Kyrie
But
you
they,
do.
They
you
lost
are.
in the first round of the Mavs, so you're going to run this thing back. And I think Donovan Mitchell on a good team could make a good team great.
They get rid
and
of
I think they kind of
Rudy
want
first.
to reboot, and I don't think he's happy. And so I think it's always easier to trade a guy when I can get really good pieces back.
Which
Like
team
80?
are you the most wrong about? The Suns, the Heat, or
Suns, Heat, Sixers. I guess I don't know what they mean by this. I guess we'll find out. I mean, they're, I think personally I'm going to go with the Miami Heat. They were first place in the East. I was not really giving them props. I think I recognized them as a contender, but I didn't really talk about them a lot, and I apologize for that. Like, yeah, I would probably go for me personally. It would be the Heat. Although, after the trade deadline, I did say Sixers were going to win the championship. So, take your pick, man.
the Sixers?
Suns, I had them winning the championship. They had the best net rating in the
Not
league.
me.
They're the second team in league history to win
Had the Warriors in the
64
finals.
plus regular season games and not make the conference finals. So I know I'm not alone on this.
No,
I
wait.
can take heat, but I'm not the
My first bracket to start the season, I had Warriors in the finals. And then I think I did another one, and I think I had Suns, Bucks.
only one that was shocked at their Game 7 performance. In fact, down the stretch of the series, I was surprised.
Which star player, you love Magic, which star player had the best disappearing?
Best disappearing act. I mean, Durant didn't so much disappear as he was just like throttled by that Celtics defense. James Harden, I think we were kind of slowly seeing him kind of like dissipate. I think with CP3, he had that game in the last series where he didn't go like 16 for 16 or something like that. Was that something crazy? Like he just like made like, like so many, like, and then all of a sudden he was just going like 1 for 7 and not really doing anything. I think CP3 for sure.
Act. Chris Paul, James Harden, or Kevin Durant?
CP3.
James Harden was outscored by Gabe Vincent of the Heat.
Oh, well.
This graphic is staggering.
Look at how few shot
Oh!
He
Yeah, that's
doesn't
horrible.
even shoot the ball.
Maybe it's something in
Oh,
Philadelphia.
okay, in the second half. Okay. I was like, that wasn't his point totals like in the game, in the second half. Okay. Gabe Vincent, I like Gabe Vincent, though. He's cool. He's cool. Don't get against Gabe.
Maybe.
I don't like to shoot there. Which player has been the most dramatic? Draymond Green,
Patrick Beverley.
Luka Doncic, Patrick Beverley, or Marcus Smart?
Patrick Beverley called Chris Paul a cone because he can't guard anybody. I mean, by the way, this was his reaction.
I don't know, man.
after
I've been clamped up by some cones in my day, like straight up, man. You try to dribble around the bitch ass things. You try not to like kick them and stuff like that. Like I've gone damn 0 for 17 against some damn orange cones in my driving or my parking lot back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
playing game.
Yeah, I think this is why people were like, remember the reaction to this moment was a little split. Like, some people were like, you're being ridiculous, and other people were like, yeah, it's kind of fun.
I'm there for it.
And when you look
It's
at how
fun.
things ended, it's kind of like, yeah, it was a little much. It was a playing game.
Beverly's still talking
A
though.
little playing game. Which team is most likely to succeed, win the championship?
Oh goodness. Okay. The Warriors. I'm sorry, Celtics Nation. I know I've been on like your guys' team for the entire playoffs, but it's the Warriors. It is. I should have stuck with my initial gut, man. I would be looking like a genius right now. Like my initial bracket that I posted, I said Warriors were winning it all, and people clowned me for it, man.
Heat, Celtics, or the Warriors?
Warriors, who, it should be noted, are 3-1 against the Celtics and 3-1 against the Heat.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Yep.
Or, excuse me, 3-1 combined against them.
Golden State
Also,
Warriors.
teams that have a 3-0 lead in the series have never lost a series.
Well, yeah, I mean, the series is over. That's
The
why we
series
didn't
is
make-
over.
that's
Yeah,
why
they go
we
to the
didn't mention
finals.
that.
You know what the
That's why the
number is?
Mavericks weren't on there.
146-0.
It's not happening.
It's over.
Who has been the MVP of the playoffs so far? Jason Tatum.
MVP of the playoffs so far. It ain't Luka because they're about to get swept. Steph Curry's been great, but I think the Warriors have been great. I know the Heat just got, but up until that, I think Jimmy Butler. Love Jason Tatum too, but I don't know, because Tatum and Jimmy have both had like their really bad moments. They both had their really great moments too. I think I'm leaning towards Jimmy Butler though.
Tatum, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, or Jimmy Butler?
I got to give Jimmy Butler credit.
Yay!
Yeah.
Think about
I knew you
this.
were going to get that one right.
Think about
Yep.
this one. So he averaged 21.5 points in the regular season. In the playoffs, he's averaging 28.
Yeah.
So the idea that you play
Elevating.
better defenses and better players and jump in
A nasty
points per
finish.
game. And I also think he is truly the soul of the team, because one of the things you can't
Okay.
replicate-
You can't say somebody's the soul of the team, and then earlier you say, oh, like if Jimmy just left the Miami Heat, with like man, like just be like, oh, it's fine. You can't say that. You can't say that about a team that's contending to be in the finals.
It's like Michael Jordan intensity. Like he is obsessed with effort. That's something I don't think you can teach. Guys have it or they don't. And
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Jimmy was still on the T-Wolves when they were celebrating that playing game? Oh my gosh, man! Like, ooh. Oh, that would have been so entertaining.
Culture of Miami is intensity and passion. They're not always the most talented team. You don't outplay the Heat or out-practice them. The CFOs that get it. The CFOs that don't. Head to netsuite.com/herd. Special one-of-a-kind.
Oh, shoot. Okay, is that it? All right, that's the... I was like, this is super long. Like, is he like be doing this for like another 10 minutes here? Okay, no, that's over. Now it's talking about other stuff here, man. But that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.